This is Isle of Berk, home to dragons, Vikings, and Yaknog. What is Yaknog? Well, we'll see here in just a little bit. From hidden Easter eggs to secret strategies and everything in between, this is your complete guide to how to train your dragon, Isle of Berk. Before you walk in, you're met with a portal that transports you to the Isle of Berk, and it is adorned with a bunch of different dragons, and of course, above head, you have the Night Fury flying over you. The portals to these worlds are beautiful, and it does feel like a transportation device to another world. Walking into this world, you are met with what I consider the greatest view and the greatest reveal of any world here at Epic Universe. You come across that rock that tells like the story of Berk, and then just as you get past it, there's this land with so much kinetic energy and so much going on. When you walk into Berk, you do have a decision to make. You can go right or left. It is a big circle, so you can't really choose wrong. But there are things that are on each side because that's how geometry works. I am actually headed right today because I want to get to the one thing in this world that I have not done yet. What's bad is you can't walk anywhere without seeing something that you want to stop and look at. I mean, these two little dragons, I have videos of my dogs, Moose and Gino, and this reminds me of them so much. They like share a ball and they pull back and forth. I love this.
At the very back right of this world, you will find the show that is in Isle of Berk. This show is called The Untrainable Dragon, and seemingly it runs every about 45 minutes to a couple of hours. This is one of two shows that is at Epic Universe. I got in line for the 2:45 show at about 2:30, and we were queued outside. When they eventually let you into the theater, you just find a seat. It's open seating, you can sit wherever you'd like.
Okay, so there is no recording during the show, so I'm gonna watch this and I'll report back. That show is incredible. I was speechless throughout it. There's some big moments. I don't want to show too much because it's just a show that you have to see. In case like you're trying to plan it into your day, the runtime is about 20 minutes. I would say right at 20 minutes. And I know people worry about like where you're sitting, like you want to see the show. I don't necessarily think this is one of those shows that you have to worry about it too much. Every seat gets that special moment and you get a close-up of everything that you want to see. Like I don't want to spoil it too much. I know I've showed a couple of clips potentially, but it was so good. The music, the story, it just all culminated into this beautiful show that I can't believe I've waited this long. I've been here like 10 times and I have waited to see it until now. I truly believe this is the best show that Universal has ever done, outside of the Lagoon show at Halloween Horror Nights 2019. So right outside the exit of the show, you have this beautiful depiction of the moment that Hiccup and Toothless finally bonded, and it is a beautiful wood carving. It is just so gorgeous. So before I continue to explore this side of the world, I'm gonna go eat at a restaurant because it is lunchtime and I am hungry. And then I'll come back over here and show you everything else that this place has to offer, including the Toothless meet and greet. So behind me is Mead Hall, which is the centerpiece restaurant here in Isle of Berk. You can see it from almost every vantage point in the world and the perspective of it. There's times where it looks so far away, and that little house on the top, it makes it look huge from a distance. They have a great menu, and I've been here a couple of times to try it out, but today I'm going to try a couple of things that I haven't tried, including Yaknog. From the outside, it does look pretty grand, but when you walk in, it's actually insane. Like the level of detail that they have everywhere and just how big and open it feels. You don't really get that perspective from the outside. You have all these intricate carvings of dragons in the wood, and then you have these like giant rugs that have all your favorite characters and dragons from the series. I mean, some of them are so good. I would hang, I think, every one of these in my house. They wouldn't fit, but I would hang them in the house. I have always thought that Toothless was just the cutest thing in the world. Toothless reminds me so much of my dog Moose. As you walk in, you're greeted with the rustic feel of the stone walls, and you have this big centerpiece of a chandelier, and all the tables and chairs are sat kind of circular around the center. This feels exactly like a place that Vikings would come and have a big feast after something. I don't know what Vikings necessarily do. Ride dragons in this world. First up, I got this Sullen Sea sandwich. It's salmon, pickled cucumbers, horseradish dill cream, a pumpernickel Kaiser bun, ancient grains, and sun-dried berries. Here in Florida, I'm pretty used to having like some kind of fish sandwich. You get grouper sandwiches and all that. I don't think I've ever had salmon on a sandwich. Must be a Viking thing. That's cute. I like it. I'll keep it forever. So the star of this is that horseradish dill creme fraiche. It is so good. I love horseradish, but it's not like that overly horseradish taste, like horsey sauce, where it's just like all horseradish in your mouth. It's really gentle, and between it and the pickled red onions, that's what makes this sandwich good. I will say, I have had the like pastrami salmon that they have on the menu here, and I like that salmon better. I think that salmon is delicious. This one, it's just like kind of a normal salmon. I don't think they've seasoned it too much. I mean, they've seasoned it appropriately, just not anything crazy. If I was going to get another salmon dish, I think I'd get that one. This one's good, it's just the other one's way better. Try some ancient grains. Yep. Just like my great grandmother who was a Viking used to make. I know I'm kind of joking around, but to be fair, it is perfectly on theme. It tastes like something you would eat 200 years ago. I mean, like that, not in a bad way. That sounded awful. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it's not something you would, or that I would traditionally have. It sounded like I was roasting that for some reason. Okay, and now for like the most fun looking dessert, maybe in the entire park. This is Stormfly's catch of the day. This is just cereal crumble with a chocolate mousse fish. I consider myself a cereal connoisseur. Let's figure out what this cereal is. I am not familiar with that cereal. It looks like Fruity Pebbles. It does not taste like Fruity Pebbles. Okay, that is actually really good. In general, I would say that I think mousse desserts are overdone in a theme park. And it makes sense. They're easy to do. They keep well. I get it. But I feel like a lot of times when you're looking for dessert, this is what you get. But this one is elevated. I really like the texture of the mousse. And then something is just fun with getting a scoop of that cereal with it. It gives it some texture. This is great. One thing I love about theme parks is themed drinks. My favorite drink at Universal right now is the butterbeer, obviously. However, here in Isle of Berk, they have decided to join the conversation with this creation. This is Yak Nog. Yak Nog here is a malted chocolate beverage with cinnamon and a whipped cream topping. But apparently in How to Train Your Dragon, like in that universe, Yak Nog is like a festive drink, like a celebratory drink. I think Astrid is the one who introduced it. I love a themed drink. I was a Yoo-hoo kid growing up. This does not taste like Yoo-hoo. I just thought I wanted to tell you that. It definitely tastes like if you've ever had ice cream, like the Mexican chocolate ice cream that has that little bit of spice to it. That's kind of what this tastes like, except it's not really spicy. It's just more, you hit that cinnamon in the back of your throat a little bit. At first, I didn't think I tasted the cinnamon at all, but as it sat here, it was good. Is this the next butterbeer? I don't think so. It's really good. It's just butterbeer still reigns supreme for now. Universal has really stepped up the game as far as themes in the restaurants. I have said a few times that they have put the theme back in theme park with all this stuff. I just love it. Like, I love being so immersed in a world, and when you walk in, you feel like you are in Isle of Berk. This was a great first meal of the day, and there are 2 other quick service restaurants that I can't wait to show you. But for now, let's continue our adventures and check out what this world has to offer.
Is the best.
Hello,
Well,
Gobber.
hello there, Mike.
How are you?
Wait a minute. Are we related?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
I mean, I'm telling you.
I need that.
Oh,
I
you
need
this.
I need that.
You've got to lose one of those.
We can make that happen.
We can make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
You've got tools over
Oh
there.
yeah. I've got the battle axe there. I mean, if you really want to commit to this, this way of life. Yes.
What is the one thing I have to do while I'm visiting Berk?
One thing. Well, I always like to say, try my mead. Have you tried my mead?
I have not.
You've got to try the mead.
All right.
Okay.
That's
I make it myself.
I'll go check it out.
Every morning, I come from cleaning the dragon stables, and I come by Mead Hall, and I give this very shovel a little stir right in the bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, and I taste it, and it's chewy.
Chewy,
Yeah,
okay.
it's chewy.
Chewy.
Yeah,
So you
but
eat
it's
it.
Well, yeah, the mead.
Oh, okay.
Well, what do you do with it?
I normally drink it.
You drink it.
Yeah.
Well, how many do you drink?
It just depends on the day.
That's it.
Yeah,
You got to get multiple in you to really bring out the Viking dish. Yeah, we can make it.
Huh?
Wait, I know you. Are you lactose intolerant?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Lactose.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my goodness! Look, we built a statue of you right there.
That's me?
Oh, I didn't notice you because your
didn't-
tongue wasn't hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, lactose.
It's good
Oh,
to
it's so
good to see
you
good to
again.
see you again as well.
My goodness. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a family reunion.
Oh, that was such a great way to wrap up my meal at Mead Hall. I walked out and I see Gobber. I am not a meet and greet person, but the meet and greets in Isle of Berk are next level. I had the biggest smile on my face. He probably thought I was crazy, sitting there talking to Gobber. And that is just one of so many. And the thing is, they are taking this approach in this world where they kind of walk around. You don't know where they'll be. You see Gobber there a lot at his little workshop, but like Astrid and Stormfly will just be walking around. You can see the Toothless meet and greet back there. Right now, it is a long wait. When I was back there earlier, it was like 60 minutes, which is a long wait for a meet and greet. As we were talking about his workshop, it is amazing. There's a dragon sitting over there that's asleep. I think it wakes up sometimes. I don't know. It doesn't react when you yell at it. Hey, wake up. I got a treat. Works on my dogs. But when you talk about immersion in a theme park, I think that the character meet and greets have to be a part of it. And them wandering around really adds to all of that. And it just makes this world come together and come to life. Rough Nut and Tough Nut, just annoying people in line, more of that kinetic energy that I was talking about. But I made my way back over here to this side of the park. So this is where I saw the untrainable dragon, and there are a few more things to note over here. I think the biggest draw is going to be the Toothless meet and greet. People love Toothless, me included. I don't love him enough to wait 60 minutes at this point right now because I have met him before, but on days where it's not busy, or if this drops below 60 minutes and I don't have a ton to do, I'll definitely see him. It's the best meet and greet. Like when I got to see him my first day here, it was life-changing. And I mean that. It was honestly so magical. Toothless gets all the love, but the team members that they have playing Hiccup are amazing. I think they might actually just be Hiccup from the movies. And if your favorite character is Astrid and Stormfly, this is the area that I've actually met them. I haven't seen them today, but I saw them on opening day. And here in a little bit, they have baby dragons. and eventually apparently flying drone dragons, but the baby dragons are coming out occasionally during these previews, so I'm going to see if I can find them at some point. Also over here you have a shop called Toothless Treasures. And inside of Toothless Treasures is where you can adopt your dragon. And I just don't think it would be right if I didn't adopt a dragon while I was here in Berk. So let's go get ourselves a dragon. Here are the eggs that you have to select, and I'm gonna have trouble picking one because this is my forever dragon. You're coming home with me.
Are you wanting a loud or a quiet adoption today?
It doesn't bother me. I'm pretty. We can go really loud.
Let's
yeah,
do it.
we
All right.
can scream.
You're with the perfect Vikings today.
Perfect.
All right. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Do you promise to care for this dragon like a true Viking?
Yes.
Give it all the food you possibly can give it?
Absolutely.
Give it all the love you can possibly give it?
More than it will handle.
Share all of your favorite things with it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wonderful. So on the count of 3, I'm going to have you pull the bottom of the egg. We're going to hatch it together.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We have a baby Bronco! Woo! All right. It turned out absolutely perfect. I love it so much. He's so cutie patootie.
He's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Let me put the egg together for you. Do you think you already have a name for your dragon?
Oh, I'm gonna have to have some help with that.
Okay.
I'll ask people. I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
no, absolutely.
It's like a 24-hour. Like I got 24 hours, right?
You gotta bond with it a little
Okay,
bit. That's
cool,
totally
cool.
fair. Just make sure when you're feeding it, you start off with some pebbles.
Okay.
Because Broncos do love their stones.
They
but
love rocks,
It's still
okay.
a baby. So you gotta feed it its pebbles.
I've known people that like rocks before.
Yeah.
They're all good people.
I'm glad. Luckily, you have a great dragon.
Thank
So
you.
now you get to train it all you like, share with it all your favorite things, feed it lots, love it lots, and you are all set, Viking.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a great day.
Thanks. That was so much fun. I love my baby Grunkle so much. I don't know what I'm going to name him. So I'm going to let somebody, whatever the highest voted comment in the comment section, whatever the highest voted comment is of the Grunkle's name, that is what he will be known forever. I'll have to keep the dogs from getting a hold of him until he's full grown, and then he can handle himself. But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what to name my baby dragon. The one with the most upvotes, you win. That's his name forever. For your information, this was $25 with my annual pass discount. Of course, a little bit cheaper than that. But they also ask you if you want a quiet adoption ceremony or a loud adoption ceremony. You may have heard that in the clip. I obviously chose the loud one because who doesn't want to celebrate this beautiful little baby? I also believe that you don't have to do the adoption ceremony. You can just if you just want a dragon to take, you can do it yourself. I highly suggest doing the adoption ceremony. It's so fun. Please keep in mind, this is his forever name. Be nice. Or don't. I don't care. The last couple of things we have to do over in this area is right behind me. This is Spitfire Grill. This probably has, so far, my favorite food item. I haven't had everything, but my favorite food item that I have found in this world, and I think this world might just have the best food in the entire park. And also, this is where some of the first Coke Freestyle machines are. There are actually a specialty drink for each world that has the Coke Freestyle machines, except for Super Nintendo World. It doesn't have one, but this one does. So I'm gonna activate my Freestyle cup. I'm gonna grab that delicious steak bowl. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's do it. Hello, how are y'all? I'm good. My dragon would like a stoic steak bowl.
Stoic steak bowl.
Yeah.
I love your dragon.
Thank you. He's very hungry.
What's his name?
Hasn't been named yet. He's hungry. He is hungry. So when Spitfire Grill first opened, all they had was the bowl. So there's like a salmon bowl, a meat lugs bowl, the Stoics steak bowl. Now you can actually get the mac and cheese cones from there. If you don't know what the mac and cheese cones are, I'll show you in a little bit. They're probably the most viral thing that has come out of Isle of Berk, aside from maybe Toothless. But over here, I got the Stoic steak bowl, which is sticky rice, tenderloin steak, roasted balsamic mushrooms, sweet potato hash, manchego cheese, and a horseradish sauce. If you hear a loud noise while I'm recording, there's a dragon, like, right there. Big scary dragon. So this area that I'm sitting in, this tent that gets you out of the sun, and all these chairs and tables, this is the Hooligans Harbor Hideaway. It's just like a seating area out in front of Spitfire Grill, which is why I am going to dig into this sitting right here. The flavor of that horseradish sauce and the fact that that is meat that's cooked in a theme park, it doesn't even make sense. Now, I will say, this one is not nearly as good as my previous one. The flavor is the exact same. It still tastes just as good. This one's more cooked. The last one was like a perfect medium rare maybe. I'd say it's closer to medium when I had it, and it was so tender. This one, where it's been cooked a little bit more, not nearly as tender. It is, I wouldn't say it's tough. It's not tough, but it is not... As I was saying, it's not tough, it's just not as tender. Like the other one, I could just like pull it and it just like fell apart. This one, I have to bite it. I can pull it just with force. As good as the meat is, that is my favorite part. I also love sticky rice. And any kind of rice that has like meat sitting on it or any kind of sauce, which the sauce that's on this, that's the best kind of rice. There's also mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Those are really good. Yeah, they're just as good as the first time I had them. Delicious. And there are sweet potatoes. The first time I had the sweet potatoes, they apparently didn't have any seasoning on them, and somebody told me that they did. So here is take two. They taste like sweet potatoes. I don't know what that person's talking about. Regardless, this is delicious. I do need to try some of the other stuff, but it's kind of like going to a restaurant that you really love and you know something's good. So the 2 times that I've been here, I've just gotten this. I promise next time I'll get something different. But whatever y'all name him wanted this. I didn't have a choice. All right, me and Dragon have made it back up to the front of the park, because we're going to go left to see some of the other stuff. There's another restaurant and 2 of the 3 rides. And a couple other things. Okay, let's go. So the first thing you come up to is over here on the left, and it is the Viking Training Ground. And according to the website, the Viking Training Ground is an area with junior Vikings in mind. This space offers a wealth of activities, including climbable towers, an agility course, musical Viking drums and chimes. I'll be doing that. An interactive sheep lunching game, a toothless-themed teeter-totter, as well as slides and activities specifically designed for the littlest Vikings. So there is a little note. How to Train Your Dragon, while it is I would say it is a franchise designed for the entire family. Even though the last one, it will ruin your day. This area doesn't have much in the way of littles. This would be the only thing that I think, I mean, obviously like the food and stuff, but as far as activities, I think this is about it. Hiccups, which we will ride in a little bit. I actually want to ride Hiccups at night because I've never done a night ride on it. I think it's a little too grown up for your littlest of riders, your littlest of Vikings. I apologize. And then the Dragon Racers Rally, you know, I don't even like riding that thing. I guess the water ride is also available. I haven't looked at, when I get to them, I will explain like the height requirements and all of that because I haven't ridden any of the rides yet. But this is going to be the area that you see the most little Vikings hanging around. My favorite part about it is the view. There's a view of the entire world of Berk. You can look it over. You can see some of Hiccup's wing gliders going into like the area where the eggs are. But yeah, let's go check some of it out. I've got a little Viking sort of right here. What is this? Oh, that's probably loud. Nice. Sick. I think the best part about it up here is this view. Just overlooking the entire world. Well, this is fun. It's got like the little foot things that used to be, or that are still at Camp Jurassic, where when you step on them, you hear the dragon. That's fun. I think one of my favorite details that isn't getting talked about enough are these benches. So like all throughout the land, the world, I'm gonna figure that out one day. The benches are all carved to be like dragons. I remember when the concept art came out and they had that, and I was just like, no way. They're not carving all the benches, and they did it. And it is such a good touch. My dragon's upside down. So the next thing you come up to is Hooligan's Grog and Gruel. And this is the location of those ultra viral mac and cheese cones. I have eaten 2 recently. I'll come back to these. I'm gonna ride a ride first. As you continue that loop, the next thing you come up to is your first attraction. This is Dragon Racers Rally. This is kind of the flat ride where it is, I don't know, you've probably seen the viral video. I've talked about this in almost every single video that I've done here. You've probably seen the video where the people are at, I don't even know where it's at, but it's the Ninja Turtles ride, and it's just flipping over and over and over. Apparently that's not as possible here, but you can still get it to flip. I think a lot of people consider this a child's ride, but the height requirement is 48 inches, which is not short. I mean, that's 4 foot tall. Be short for me, but not for a kid. Anyways, I am going to go get on, and today I'm actually going to try to flip it. We'll see what happens. As I'm walking through the queue, something else that should be noted for Dragon Racers Rally is that it is one of the attractions here at Epic Universe that does not have an express line at this time. Not saying they couldn't change it in the future, but I would assume that it has something to do with the capacity. It is just 2 ride vehicles and doesn't look like it seats a lot of people. So as a capacity thing, doesn't have express pass right now. Dragon Racers Rally, it's fun. It's not anything crazy. It's pretty short, actually. I think the ride time might be maybe a minute. It's not long at all. And then it's gone. And then you're off of it. I did get it to flip 7 times today. I tried. It's not as sickening or disorienting as some of the other rides that flip, but I don't know if I want to try to get it to flip any more than that. If you're able to get it to flip, let me know how many times. I've heard as high as 10. I've heard 10 flips. Also in the world, there are these interactive elements. There's this one that's just like a big horn, and you can hear the different sounds that it makes. And then there's another one on the other side, and it's a toothless dragon. Today, it wasn't working. I tried it. It was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, just fun little details. If you want to use them, you just go up and you spin the wheel. This one, like I said, will make the sounds, and the other one generally flies. I have some footage from the first day that we were here. You can see it flying, but yeah, that's how they work. If we were to be continuing our circle, the next attraction would be Hiccup's Wing Gliders. I'm going to get on it today, but I have not done a night ride on it like I was talking about. Also, it's delayed. Did not see that. So I wouldn't be getting on it right now anyways, but I'm going to try to get on it tonight. You know, theme park rides love to dump you off into a gift shop. And this is the one for Hiccup's. This is Hiccup's Workshop. Hiccup's Wing Gliders dumps you off into Hiccup's Workshop. Kind of makes sense. It ties into the ride a little bit as well. I would say of all the stores in this world, this one probably has the biggest selection. I think it has the most stuff, and it also has a helmet that I really want, but I just can't. I don't need it, so I'm not going to buy it. But if it showed up on my doorstep, or a P.O. box, I'd take it. By the way, I am just kidding. Please do not send me the helmet. Please don't. So behind me is the sweet treat shop of Isle of Berk. This is how to treat your dragon, which I probably need to learn because I did just adopt a baby dragon. So let's see what they've got. The ceiling in here is incredible. It's like the Sistine Chapel with dragons. Y'all don't need to see me for this, but I got a couple things in there. One of them being this mystery candy box. That's fun. So basically what these are is, it's kind of like the chocolate frogs, except there's an egg in there, and a trading card. So let's see what we got. Go. I do not want to rip it. I'm gonna rip it, aren't I? Oh, it's childproof. We're good. It was childproof. There's an egg. I'll be honest, I'm not going to open the egg because I got like another treat. I don't want to open the egg right now. But that's the little chocolate egg. Let's see what card I got. The Terrible Terror. That's my nickname in preschool. I also got this fun little trifle cake. And it would be great if I could try it, except I don't have a fork. They didn't have forks in there. This is Berk. This is a trifle cake. Okay, to find a fork, which I do now have, I had to make my way all the way back over here to the Hooligan Harbor Hideaway. And I about got sprayed. That's what I was looking at. So when you're sitting on this lower area, you're actually sitting right next to the fire drill ride, which is the water ride. And I'll be honest, I was gonna ride everything today, and I could. I've got time, but I'm not. I don't have anything to do with my equipment. Cameras and water, they do not mix. I'm fine. I would float. The camera probably wouldn't. But anyways, let's try this trifle cake. It's got little Swedish fish on top. I might be in the minority, but I like Swedish fish. Not an S tier candy, but like a solid B plus tier candy. Let's do it. I need both hands. It's a lot of frosting. I am a buttercream fan. And I actually think that Universal does like trifle cakes pretty good. They do them in the tribute stores most summers, and I think they're normally pretty solid. This one is good. I don't know how you make cakes, like batch make them or like make them in bulk, and they still stay moist. Because if I make a cake and leave it out for 6 minutes, it starts to dry up. That may be a me thing though. That might be my problem. Back to fire drill just a little bit before I get up and try to finish out the land. It's getting dark, so I want to jump on hiccups. There's some strategy to not get wet on this attraction. I could tell you, I think it'd be funnier if you figure it out yourself. This is one of those attractions that you can either get super, super wet or not really wet at all. Choose your own adventure. So I'm finishing off with two of my favorite things in this area. I'm finishing off with the mac and cheese cone, which I'm about to go get, and then riding hiccups. I've never done it at night. Like I said, I've never really been in here at night. So I'm excited to check it out, show you a little bit. I'll be honest, I have recorded so much that I only have 11 minutes worth of recording left. This could get interesting. I think we'll be okay. So this is one of the mac and cheese cones. This is actually the goldfish mac and cheese cone, and it has taken the world by storm. Fly. Had to sneak a pun in. I do love the containers. The first one I had was the PB&J and it was like a toothless one, and this one is also really fun. It is just like carb overload. That's all this is. It's just carbs. I love carbs. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Whatever is on the cone, that is what makes it. Like, the seasoning is so good, and then the cone itself is just so crispy and buttery and warm every single time that you get it. There's no wonder that these things are ultra viral. If you've watched any kind of content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube about Epic Universe, you have seen these cones because people are going nuts for them. I can see why they had to move them over to Spitfire as a mobile order option, because the lines were starting to get long because they're so good. This is almost a must get anytime you're at the park and you want carbs. That part's important. It has finally gotten dark enough that I think I'm ready to get in line. This world is beautiful at night. Well, my plan was to ride it. Even though I didn't get to ride it, I do want to mention something about hiccups. Incredible ride. I think it's insane. But a lot of people will ask about the locker situation. And so they have changed the lockers quite a bit. If you've ever ridden the Velocicoaster and the two-way lockers where you put something in on one side and you get it out of the other, that's what the locker systems here at Epic Universe are for the rides that have lockers. Also, it is now facial recognition, so no longer do you have to worry about having your annual pass to get in and out of those lockers. And there you have it. That is your complete guide to Isle of Berk. It is a beautiful world with so much to see and do. I spent all day here, and I don't regret a minute of it. This has been so much fun. If you have any questions that weren't answered in this video, please leave me a comment, and I will do my best to answer them. If you can't get a hold of me on the channel, you can reach out to any of my other socials, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have there. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and this is just the first of all the worlds that I'm doing. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.